Hello, welcome back to Witches Wares. Today we are going to translate the Rainbow Tarot from the Morgan Geer Tarot. So today we're going to go through the Suit of Pentacles. And like I said before, the ace of any of the suits means the beginning of the journey. So the pentacles, let's talk about what they represent first of all. The pentacles are the element of earth, and it also represents money and business matters. So if you think about any of the zodiac signs of the earth signs, that is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, and think about what those zodiac signs are like. Capricorn, very much about money, very much about business and moving forward and making money and doing things that are really intelligent in terms of business. The Virgo, very organized, detail-oriented, very strategic and methodical. And then the Taurus really likes earthly goods. They like to use money to make themselves comfortable. And that's what the Pentacles, the energy of the Pentacles is all about. So we're going to start at the beginning of the journey, and the Ace of Pentacles, if you see here, this is my Morgan Geer deck, and here's the earthy, pleasurable garden, right? This is a lush pleasure garden almost, you can see. We're next to the water, very positive card. This is all about starting a new journey. This is a new beginning as it relates to everything business, money, earthly, pleasures, things like that. All right. So that's the Ace of Pentacles in the Morgan Geer, and we're going to translate it over to the Rainbow deck. Now, the Rainbow Tarot, if you look, there is the pentacle, all right, in the middle. It's being risen up from the rainbow at the bottom, and then you've got your star or your flowers at the bottom there. So that's the earthly part of it. I'm trying to get my camera to focus a little bit better. All right, and then it's going up and you've got the rainbow behind that. It's a very bright, airy type of feeling in this card. So if you look at the imagery on any tarot deck that you get, you're going to be able to kind of get the sense and the feel of what that card represents. So that is the translation of this one. It's coming up really out of a rainbow, out of the flowers and the lush bottom of this card, and then it's heading into the sky. So it's a lot like the Morgan Geer, just different imagery. All right. Now let's move on to the two. So the two of any of the suit are that's all about choice. So with the pentacles, we have the man. He is standing, or it could be female. We don't know. They're non-binary now. So they're in front of he or they are in front of the water, right? And they've got these two pentacles, and they're in the figure eight. Anytime you have a figure eight, that is always a positive sign. So the two in the suit is all about choice, right? So now they've started the journey, and now they have a choice to make, right? So they started the journey, and now they've got a choice to make in terms of money or business or like worldly goods. So you're going to make a choice. This is making a choice. And then you have the Rainbow Tarot. And if you see here, it is pretty similar. You've got the two pentacles there. And what I like about the Rainbow deck is that they are in front of it's like a doorway, right? So you have the choice to make in terms of what door you're going to open up for yourself and move forward in the terms of business or money. So that's how you would interpret that one. And I really apologize about my camera. I'm not sure how to fix it. And the next video is coming up. I'll have to figure out how to fix that. Now the Three of Pentacles, you've made your choice, and now you're moving into getting the work done. So if you look at the Three of Pentacles in the Morgan Geer deck, in the tarot, in the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, you see more of the person working on their job inside the castle. What's really great is that they're inside the castle, and being inside the castle is always a fabulous sign because the castle represents stability and strength. And so what happened is you made your choice and now you're getting to work, right? So you're starting to chip away at the walls. Maybe you're doing a carving. Maybe you got commissioned to do whatever the work is that you do. And this person right here is a carver, right? So the translation, which I really love in the rainbow deck, is you see how his hands, you see this person's hands at the bottom? So they have their hands out and they're holding their little, I see this as a money maker, right? This is kind of like a light generator. So now this person's getting to work. You see he's in the background. He's getting to work. He's generating some light. It's going up into a rainbow, and this is a very positive sign. This card is a really good positive card. It means that you're on your way, you're getting started. You, depending on what reading we were doing and what other cards are around it, but basically this is you are getting to work. This is you are starting on your journey and you're getting the funds accumulated. You're starting that out. All right, so that's that one. Then we're going to move on to, where's my 4? There it is. The 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is you've made some money, right? Look at this person. They're in front of the castle wall, always a good sign. You have built up some stability and some confidence in what you're doing. And now you've gotten yourself some money. You've gotten yourself some coins. And there's one up on the top of your head, and then maybe you might be grasping a little bit too tight. So this is the card that tells you, hey, you're moving right along, you've built up some stability. Make sure that you don't get too stingy, right? Make sure you don't hold on too tight. Make sure that you keep the ebb and flow going with the funds that you've created, with the goodwill that you've created, and the stability that you've created. So the translation in the rainbow deck, if you see, there are 4 pentacles. There's actually a bunch of cards. There's like, what is that? 3 cards, and then you've got the pentacles on the back. And then it looks like it's kind of like a rainbow road. So you have created some stability. You're heading down the road. You've built up some coins. You've got the light shining above the deck here, right here. And so that's positive. That's positive, like it reminds me of the pentacle up here at the top of his head. And so, this is, you are heading down the road. You're creating some wealth. Just make sure that you keep it flowing. You don't let it stagnate. That is this card. All right. Now, the next one is the 5. Now, the 5 in any of the suits is usually kind of like, I don't want to say transition, but it's the part in the tarot where you may have hit a wall, right? Something has happened and you may be getting stopped, or it's kind of like a warning. It's like a warning. It's a warning card, all right? So in the 5 of Pentacles, you're still in the castle. That means that you still have some stability around you. And actually you have your 5 pentacles shining through the window. This is kind of like a stained glass window, right? So this is telling me, and then you've got these two people inside the castle, just disheveled, not looking too good. Looks like he got hurt a little bit. This is kind of the card that says, hey, you might feel overwhelmed. You may feel a little bit left out. You may feel burdened. But remember, you do have some stability around you. You have the light coming through the window. So just remember to keep on going. All right, don't give up. You may feel despair right now. That's what this card is telling you. Don't give up. You may be feeling it. Go ahead and feel your feels, but move on. Keep on moving, okay? So the translation with the rainbow deck, I think, is interesting because you've got this person behind here, kind of like, and it's surrounded with the different symbols in here. This is somebody that is kind of like, ooh, how am I feeling right now? This person has light coming through their mouth. And so this card right here, I feel the feeling of this card is a little bit different than the Morgan Geer card. But I think the message is really similar, or if not the same, right? So you've got this person who has gained some wealth and they've got coins around them. And these light points in their mind and coming out of their head and coming out of their mouth, that could be a kind of a warning sign of, hey, you know what? Make sure that you continue being grateful. Make sure that you stay connected with spirit, with the divine. Make sure that your gratitude is still there. You're starting to accumulate wealth. He is a little bit in the darkness. So, you know, whenever you're interpreting your cards, you want to look at every single detail as much as you can and get the feeling of what that card is. So it could be that he might be feeling a little bit worn. He may be feeling like maybe he's being left out. He or they or she are being left out a little bit, but you want to stay connected. All right. So that's pretty much the message of this card. Okay. And we are moving right along. So the 5 of cards, and now we have got to the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. The 6 of Pentacles is you're cruising now. You're kind of cruising. You have gained some wealth and you've gained enough to where you're actually giving it away, right? The scales are starting to tip in your favor. This is a card that tells me that you're doing pretty good and you want to make sure that you continue being your true self, continue being good to the world, continue moving forward. You're okay to give some of the money away right now because you are gaining the wealth of what you have been working on. Like you've been working hard and you're accumulating wealth. The tides are turning in your favor and you're starting to be able to share it. Now, the rainbow card, there we go. The rainbow card, you've got your 6 pentacles all around. You have a little bit of clouds at the bottom, and I feel like with the rainbow deck, the clouds are a little bit of a warning, right? Like, hey, there's not a lot of clouds in this deck right here. I mean, in this card right here. So it's not a huge warning, but it's just saying, you know, remember that, you know, remember where you came from, remember to support others and still be, you know, true to your own heart. You are accumulating wealth right now. You're doing good. The rainbow's behind you. The light is at the top. Just go ahead and continue moving forward. So that's how I would translate this one from this one. Now, the 7 in any of the suits. The 7 is kind of like a stand your ground type of moment, or it's like a pause moment depending on the suit, but it's really, if you think of it in terms of standing your ground, it will make sense in any suit that you're looking at. So the 7 of Pentacles is, look at this guy. This person has created wealth and they've got abundance all around them. You've got all of the plants around them, all of the pentacles around them. This is wealth and abundance. Nice, you know, mountains in the background. And this person is just like chilling, waiting, just watching their crops grow. This could be a sign of you maybe needing to step back a little bit and let things progress on their own. This could mean that you are doing really well and something is coming your way, or something is about to happen. It just kind of depends on the other cards around you. But this is sort of like a pause moment. This is a little bit of a pause card. Like you're doing really well. You have stability. You have abundance around you. And you want to sort of pause and make sure you're holding your ground. Hold your ground in whatever you're doing, right? Hold your ground in terms of, you know, keep tilling the soil that you're working. Now, here is the rainbow interpretation. And how we translate this is pretty much the same. You've got a couple of little clouds at the bottom, but there's more brightness, right? So this is like, you're doing really good. Look at all these cards around, all these pentacles. You have the rainbow over the top of the pentacles, and then you have the really nice, bright bird there. And this symbolizes that you are doing really well. And the bird is here watching over you. You've got your number 7 there, the bright light in the background. This is telling me that you're in a good spot. You're in a really good spot. Keep doing what you're doing. Hold your ground. And good things are coming your way is what it tells me on this card with the rainbow and the light. All right. How are you liking these translations so far? Please let me know in the comments, you guys. If you feel like, my translation is a little bit different than yours, that's okay. We all read our cards a little bit differently. There's a base to all of them. But sometimes depending on the read that you get as well, it'll change what the interpretation of the card is. But leave me comments in the box or in the comment section. You can also like the videos. That really helps me. It helps me to know that you like the content that I'm giving you. And now we are going to move on to the 8 of Pentacles. And here is the person. They are working hard. This is somebody that's cruising right along. They're working. They're making money. Things are going well. This is a very positive card. This tells me that you're doing all the right things. You're creating your wealth and you're using your knowledge, your prowess, your business prowess, whatever plans you made, they are coming to fruition and you are working it. You are getting it done. All right. So that's what this card is. And then the rainbow is, look at that. All those coins all around you. There's not a single cloud in the sky, nowhere to be found. It's all rainbows behind the pentacles, behind the coins. This is a golden card, right? This is, hey, you know what? I'm seeing that you're doing really, really good. The business that you've created, the venture that you went on, you're like building up your abundance right now. So that's that card. And we are moving right along to 9. The 9 of Pentacles, I think, is so lovely in this Morgan Geer deck. Look at this sweet lady. This reminds me of, this is like the pentacle of what and it's the pentacles. This is like the epitome of a Taurus, where this is our Taurus lady, and look at her. She is so happy. She's covered in all kinds of abundance and wealth. She's calm. She's collected. She has done all the things that she needed to do, and she has generated a lot of success. So this is a very positive success card. I mean, look at that opulence, right? She's doing really, really well. She's not boastful or anything like that. Like, she's just comfortable, it looks like. And then the rainbow, look at this. You've got the 9 of Pentacles all around you, and then all the different symbols is showing me that this is all different kinds of wealth and abundance that has been created. And you are sky high, right? There's no clouds or any kind of color in the background. That just kind of tells me that you have set yourself apart from everybody else, right? This is a time of abundance and very, very wealthy time for you. All right, so that's how I would translate that. And the 10 of Pentacles, beautiful card. This is a great card to get in any reading. The 10 of Pentacles, there you are in the castle, right? Or you're standing underneath the archway of the castle. The castle is always a great sign. That image is fabulous to see in a reading because it means that you have created stability, there's strength around you, and the 10 of Pentacles is all about generational wealth. You've got your couple here, they're doing really well, they're just hanging out. You've got your 2 flags raised up with the 10 of Pentacles. There's even some harvest around at the bottom of this card. This is all very, very abundant. You have made it in your journey to abundance. And then here is the rainbow deck. And you've got the 10 of Pentacles. It is also sky high. It's way out in space. You have made it to a higher level of really independence, stability, wealth, and abundance. All good things right there with the 10 of Pentacles. And there you have it. So we have gone through, we have translated the Rainbow Tarot from the Morgan Geer in the Suit of Pentacles. Plus you've learned a little bit about what each card means. And I think these are fun. I think it's a fun way to do it. I will translate other decks if you guys want me to. If you have a deck you want me to translate, please let me know. Leave me a comment, leave me a DM, do whatever you got to do, but communicate it with me. I may be able to get the deck for you and show the translation. I do have several behind me that I can do with. But this is super fun for me. And until next time, I wish you all the magical days your heart desires.